Hi guys, it's reaction time. We've got Rydholm and Rain on a Paper Doll. Before I get on to the reaction, I want to say a massive thank you to Dazer, sending me some brilliant stuff through the post this week. Look at that for a great t-shirt. Absolutely love this t-shirt. And the hat. Man, in Cornwall, where I live in the UK, you always need hats like this. So this is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much to the band for sending me that. If you haven't heard it yet, they've got an amazing debut EP out. Dazer, self-titled EP. Amazing stuff. Check it out. Okay, on to the reaction. Hat off. So Rain on a Paper Doll by Rydholm. This actually features Stefan Nykvist from Soraya Sign. One of the best vocalists out there at the moment. Amazing vocalist. And I actually got this because the drummer and founding member of Soraya Sign, Jesper Lindberg, posted this on his page. Obviously because his vocalist is in this on this song, said it's if you like a bit of Toto. Man, I love Toto, and I've mentioned Toto so many times on this channel when bands come on and they've influenced a little bit by Toto. I just love that if they've got a bit of influence from them. So I was thinking, yeah, man, well, if it sounds anything like Toto, I mean honestly. So Rydholm and Rain on a Paper Doll. Here we go. Man, they've nailed it with this song. They really have nailed it. One of my favourite albums from the 80s was a Toto album. I think it was 86. And that's Isolation, featuring the late, great Fergie Fredriksson. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. When he joined the band for one album. And, you know, the power that he had in his vocals, it almost like, you know, it sort of brought Toto to a new level, and I was a bit disappointed that they didn't carry on with Fergie in the band. This sort of gives you an inkling of what that gave me. back then with Stefan on this. I'm not saying this is a Toto copy. They're definitely, I mean, the band, I'm sure they would agree, you know, they're influenced by Toto, who are just top notch, one of the best bands around. And while we wait for new music from them, because we wait for 20 years, you've got bands like this that just knock it out of the park. I love the little, you know, the gapping rhythm guitar parts, you know, and then it making way for the piano parts. It's just very classic sounding and just very fresh at the same time. I love the horns. You know, it might be on synths, I don't know, because synths are so good these days, you can't tell the difference between a proper, you know, horned instrument or a keyboard, because it's that good, but it doesn't really make a difference. It's just perfect the way those, you know, sax and trumpets and whatever they are all over this. And there's no shame here. It's just like, we're going to give you, we're going to lay it all out. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. A brilliant song. And the thing is with songs like this as well, it's very catchy. You know, the first instance you hear it, it's very catchy. But these sort of songs as well, because there's so much going on, you know, there's a lot going on in this song, and it'll be growing every time you hear it and become one of your favourite songs. That's what growers do to me. I know what growers are as soon as I hear them. I think it's brilliant now. Just wait. If I keep listening to that song, and that's how this song's making me feel. There's lots to unpack. Like I said, there's lots of instrumentation going through this. It's all brilliant, very clever musicianship, and absolutely outstanding, powerful vocals. I mean, you listen to Stefan on Soraya Sign, it's total metal, most of that. So it just proves that he can just sing over songs like this as well, that are very mellow, very pop orientated, and just, you know, hit just as hard. Amazing stuff. Here we go for the rest. Pure brilliance, man. Pure brilliance. A great guitar solo that had those horns coming in and out on the rhythm section. It's just perfection. It really was. That was brilliant. The perfect balance with pop, rock, a great instrumentation. I mean, that was one thing that Toto are, you know, some of the best musicians about. And, you know, you can feel that these guys just knock it out of the park, almost with this sort of music where it's so complicated sometimes. It's almost like a progressive sort of feel to it. And it's amazing, absolutely amazing. That was knocked it out of the fucking park. That was Rain on a Paper Doll by Rydholm, featuring Stefan Nykvist, of course. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.